Hello and welcome to Maths with Jacob. This lesson will focus on taking objects away. This is a very important topic and it must be introduced naturally to the students. It is very important because it leads into the area of subtraction later on. Now, by introducing it naturally, I mean we can use examples from the real world so students can relate to it and they'll fully understand it. We've got some examples here, so let's start by looking at them. Billy brought 2 pieces of fruit to school. If he ate one for recess, how many does he have left for lunchtime? So if that's our initial group, 2 pieces of fruit, by eating one, that means he takes it away. That's what we mean. It leaves the group. Doesn't matter which one leaves the group. And then you can show the students how that's done, and then they can work out how many are left. Example 2, there were 3 birds on a branch, and 1 flew away. How many birds are left? So they count the birds firstly to make sure there are 3. When it says 1 flew away, they can do it in many ways. They can cross one of them off, or they can circle one of them, or whatever. And then they can work out what's left. Example 3, Tom had 5 marbles and gave 2 to his friend Peter. How many marbles does Tom have left? Very straightforward. Just show them the different ways where you can remove 2 marbles from the group. You can actually have proper marbles on their desks in the form of concrete materials, and they can do it that way. But if they just want to draw the marbles on their sheet, or you draw it on the board, just show them how they can be crossed off. Example 4, Mary baked 8 cupcakes at home. If she took 3 to school to share with her friends, how many were left at home? So the same idea there. Show them how to remove 3 and then how to count the number that are left. Example 5, Sally bought a carton of 1 dozen eggs so she could bake a cake. If she used 4 eggs in the recipe, how many eggs are left in the carton? You can see how these are real world examples and they make a lot of sense, and that's why students can relate to them. Example 6, there were 12 frogs near a pond of water. If 5 frogs jumped into the pond, how many were left on the land? So it's a similar example here. You make sure they remove 5 frogs, whatever way they like, and then count the ones that are left. A lot of good reading practice here. You might have to help them obviously with the words, but that's all part of the deal. So it also improves their reading. Example 7, there were 9 ducks on the surface of a pond. If 2 ducks went under the water and 3 flew away, how many ducks are left on the surface of the water? This is a very good little problem because we have 2 parts to it. 2 ducks went under the water and 3 flew away. So they'd have to work out how many ducks left the surface, and then you can work out how many are left. So there's a duck here. So when they count quickly, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there are our 9 ducks. So this has been an interesting little topic which has introduced students to an initial group with certain objects in the group, and then we take some objects away, and then we see how many are left. And we teach this in the initial stages by looking at examples from the real world.